more money for special education. That's what 6 Johnson County superintendents want.
They've all signed a letter hoping to get more funding from Kansas lawmakers. And Matt Stewart is live at Shawnee Mission School headquarters with details. Matt.
Good morning. Yeah, the superintendents from Shawnee Mission, Blue Valley, Olathe, Spring Hill, DeSoto, and Gardner-Edgerton all signed a letter and sent it off to lawmakers asking for more funding for special education. Now, according to these superintendents, the state has not fully funded special education since 2011. For the past 15 years, these school districts have had to dip into their own budgets to cover special education costs not covered by state and federal funding. Most recently, they say state and federal aid only covered 51% of special education costs in Johnson County. The school districts then have to spend money from their general fund to cover all the additional special education costs. There are around 12,000 special ed students total in Johnson County. They require a specialized learning plan and teachers who specialize in special ed, and all of that costs money. These 6 superintendents say the state has the money to fully fund special ed, or at least reimburse the districts at 92% of what they pay. In fact, that's state law. And yet the state continues to shortchange school districts when it comes to reimbursing special ed costs. Also, special ed costs went up by 11% last year, costing these school districts even more money. And they are feeling the financial pinch coming from a lack of state support. So take a look at the numbers. According to these superintendents, the cost to fund special education in Johnson County is $272 million. State and federal funding, as I mentioned, only covered 51% of those costs, meaning they received $139 million in funding, but these 6 Johnson County school districts had to spend a combined $132 million from their general funds to cover the difference. They argue that due to declining enrollment, the state actually ended up with an extra $269 million in education funding last year, money that could have been used to reimburse these school districts, but wasn't. Now, the Kansas Department of Education is recommending that lawmakers increase the special ed education funding by $150 million this school year. However, a House committee has recommended maybe a $10 million increase in funding for special education. So you see the disparity there. These superintendents, though, hoping this letter makes a difference and that in the end, when the budget is decided, that they end up getting a lot more money to help fund special education in Johnson County.
All right, Matt, thank you.